Alright, welcome back. In the last video, we discussed about conditional, where we learn how to control the flow of our program using if and when statements. Today, let's talk about for loops in Kotlin. You ask, what are loops? Loops are features that allow you to execute a block of code multiple times without having to write it out repeatedly. This makes your code cleaner and more efficient. Imagine you have a task where you need to print a number from 1 to 5. Without using loops, you might write something like this. So let me duplicate this 5 times. You click on Command D on your Mac or Control D to repeat that same line. So if you are supposed to print the numbers from 1 to 5, you would have printed it one by one like this: 3, 4, and then 5. So if you run it, you see the result. This is the output. You see that we have to type this print lane and then pass in our value 5 times. This works alright, but it is not efficient. What if you needed to print the numbers from 1 to say 1000? Besides it being tedious, this approach also increases the likelihood of you making mistakes, like missing a number or duplicating one. This is where loops comes in handy. In Kotlin, for loops allow you to iterate over a range of values or elements in a collection. Let's look at the basic syntax of loop. So to create a loop, you begin by using the keyword for, and then we have your brackets. Inside the brackets, you have an item, and then the in keyword, and then the collection you want to iterate over. This collection can be either a collection or a range, at which you have the body. This is the code that will be executed over each item. So let's see the actual syntax in code. So you have your for keyword, your bracket, and then you have your item, and then your in keyword, and then the collection. So this is the syntax for writing for loop in Kotlin. Printing this thing manually was tedious error. Let's see how we can convert this to a more efficient way using loops in Kotlin. So first off, to do that, let me comment out this. First off, to do that, we'll create our for loop, and then inside the for loop, we'll have our range which I in 5, and then we have the body. And now we can have print name where we pass I. This is it. So as you can compare, we have just 3 lines. Again, 5 lines over here. This 5 lines and this 3 lines. So you can see how our code has reduced. And imagine we have to print this or make this operation 100 or 1000 times. This will be a lot of code. But with this, you can just change the end here to say 1000. And then you are good to go. So this is actually range. This is how we create a range. So for a range, in Kotlin, you first specify the start value and then use the 2 dots between it and then end value. So this is how we create range in Kotlin. We specify the start value and then the end value. So this is it. So here we are choosing our start value as 1, and by in this case 5. When you run this, it will print the same information as this. So let's run it and see the result. Let me print a statement just to separate the two. So this is the first one that we type everything manually on our own, and this is the one that we use for loop. If you want to iterate over, say 100, you can just change the end value to 100, and then when we run it, you see it running from 1 to 100. So as you can see, this is the first one, and this is the one we use loop. It quickly printed the numbers from 1 to 100. So that's more efficient compared to typing this line 100 times. So let's look at another example using collections. Let's say we want to create a list of fruits and then print each fruit. We'll create a variable fruit and then go to array of say orange, banana, guava. Then we can iterate through this fruit and print each fruit like this. So fruit in the collection, which is fruits, print fruit. Okay. So this one, so if you have a single statement, you can leave out the curly bracket. So you can leave out the curly brackets, and when you run it, you see the list of, let's reduce this number because it will be too long. Yeah, so as you can see, we just printed the list of fruits. Okay, so this is the list of, so you can iterate over collections. This is a collection, or over ranges where you specify the start and then the end value. And then if it's a single statement, you can remove the curly bracket. So that's it for for loops in Kotlin. So in this video, we learn how to iterate over ranges and collection, and now you can use loops to make your code more efficient. Whether you are looking to automate tasks, handle large data sets, or simply save time, loops are essential tools in your Kotlin programming language. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more Kotlin tutorial, and guys, let me know in the comment what you would like to learn next. Thank you for watching. Happy coding.